Alright, back for some more Mechwarrior 5 action. Got some new builds here. I'm a little bit behind schedule here because I did say that we would be putting these up more regularly, and then the upstairs in the apartment has been doing some remodeling, and as a result, it's been very loud. New flooring, new bathroom, and so on. It's very cool. And then also I have, this is around the time of year I get my allergy kick for like, I don't know, 2 weeks of misery. So if I sneeze during this or like sniffle, that is why. I'm not sick, I'm just not having a fun time with that. So let's talk about the new builds here for a second. This build is a temporary build because I don't really like it. But it's an SRM6 here, along with medium pulse lasers in the arms and also in the left torso. What I want to do is swap this right torso out for the double missile torso so I can get 2 SRMs. Right now, this is very over-armored, but I mean, that's kind of good in its own way. And then with the Mad Dog that I'm running, with Jaden, we're still doing the LBXs, no changes there. But we're doing 2 small pulse lasers and 2 ER medium lasers. If you recall before, it was 2 2 medium pulses in the nose, which is no longer the case. I want the range and the ability to pick off flying objects, which was really a problem with this mech before because having the small lasers in the arms was not good. But with the small pulses, we're adding a little bit more firepower as well, but also giving myself more tactical flexibility. Everything else is the same as it was before. I might remodel some of these still yet. Like it's on the table, but right now nothing has changed in the other Mad Dog, the Summoner, or the Stormcrow. Anyways, let's get going here. So, if you're not familiar with where we were was we were at Turtle Bay. And we glassed the planet. We nuked the city anyways. Not the full planet, but we nuked the city because of the Prince of the Dragon escaping us and our galaxy commander basically just losing his freaking mind. He's been relieved of duty via painful trial of position, and we now have a new beta galaxy commander. We have a new command structure. We're on a redemption tour with Emily Wimmer here. And that is where we're at. So let's do this.
It is time for us to put Perez's acts behind us and look ever forward to the Smoke Jaguar's eventual victory. I have successfully bid the entirety of the 362nd Assault Cluster to take the world of Corcheval. Then we presenter enlighten us on our new target.
Hang on, we have a fatal air crash here. All right, let's get that running again. Sorry, everybody. That's the second time this has happened when I've been trying to record some things. Is we get the air. This computer does not run this game very well, hence why we don't do the virtual webcam and all that jazz that I do with other games. It really gunks it up. It's weird because it's not a very high requirement game. Like, it's not a game that this computer should struggle to run. I think it's just like the efficiency of the game is quite bad, which is unfortunate. Not the worst, mind you. Warhammer Speed Freaks is probably the worst right now because I tried streaming that one and that that did not go well at all.
It is time for us to put Perez's acts behind us and look ever forward to the Smoke Jaguar's eventual victory. I have successfully bid the entirety of the 362nd Assault Cluster to take the world of Corcheval. Then we presenter enlighten us on our new target.
I don't think I'm familiar with
Hi,
this one.
Star Colonel. Until the Free Russell Hag Republic declared independence, this arid world was a footnote of average significance. But it became a highly valued asset when it was left on the Combine side of the new border, as it provides a direct jump ship route to the Republic's capital. A capital that has now, we've been informed, fallen to Clan Wolf.
What can you tell us? What can you tell us of its defenders? These 10th Alshan regulars.
The Alshane regulars were formed from the pardoned Rasselheg regulars after the Ronin War. Since many lost their homes when Rasselheg declared independence, there is a strong culture of tenacity and resilience. That is why the 10th nickname is Death Before Retreat.
A name worthy of true warriors.
Af. Let us hope they live up to it now that they have accepted our betrayal and chosen the Harcourt Plains as their battleground.
Ooh, proper
But
betrayal.
this fight will not be as straightforward as our battle with the 14th Legion of Vega. We are hard burned to the planet and will arrive much earlier than scheduled. Each star will be deployed along multiple fronts to strike them before they expect us. Cobalt, your star will touch down behind this ridgeline, advance on foot, and set up a firing line in this position. From there, you should be able to catch them as they attempt to ford this river. This open terrain will be their undoing with our superior technology. I'm advising all stars to outfit their mechs with long-range loadouts.
That will grant us a great tactical
Do
advantage.
I want to do anything with my builds
Exactly.
then?
They will be unprepared.
We're fairly
and
long
highly
range as is.
reactive.
Like, myself
Stay
and the
focused on the
Hellbringer are
battle
relatively
ahead.
close up.
After Edo, disgraceful behavior will not be tolerated. Hold yourselves to the high level of honor and discipline expected of your station. And I promise you not only victory, but absolution.
I have an extra 10 tons if I want. What would I possibly bring with that 10 tons? Nothing. These are the heaviest mechs I have. So there's nothing really at play there. How are we for long range loadout? The Mad Dog is already very good at long range stuff. So is the Summoner. The Stormcrow. These three are a little bit close up, but like I think we're long enough range. So let's roll. We're not like full on sniper loadout, but we've got range. We've got two pretty long range mechs and the Summoner and the other Mad Dog. And then for myself, I got the LBXs can be used for fairly long range, and also the Stormcrow has LBXs as well. So it's really just the Hellbringer that doesn't have any like long range capacity. But the Hellbringer is also mostly here as an ECM boat.
Flight Ops, Condor 672. Eyes on the drop site. Opening drop bay doors. Cobalt, release imminent.
Here we go.
Cobalt Star, on site.
Advance to mark nav point and set up to hold that position, Cobalt. The rest of...
Because I did the changeover here, the weapon groups are not as I would like them to be. So what we want is the LBXs and the small pulses there, and then I think it'll be like that, but I may be mistaken.
60-second will push
No,
them
we're
into
good.
the river. Leverage the heavy cover along the shoreline and pick the regulars apart at range. You will be holding the flank, Cobalt. Ensure that none break through.
It's good to be back out on the field again.
I feel Wimmer is like very panicked about this whole thing because this is our trial of absolution. Basically.
traveling here.
I don't think I've ever seen Wimmer like this. The whole galaxy. Everyone is so on edge. Yeah, you'd think with Wimmer in charge and Perez on Walcott.
His actions cast a long shadow, even if Dieter Osis took Perez away with him.
It will get better once we have driven the 10th out. We just need a win.
Af, we will have it here.
We need a win and we need honor.
For invoking Surkai on our behalf. That was no small gesture. She sacrificed her own honor to minimize the fallout on us.
It won't matter. Our Codices will be stained by Ito for the rest of our careers.
The invasion has barely begun. There will be opportunities to make up for Turtle Bay.
Target.
We must do better. What else can we do?
I can get him with
We
the
are
lasers.
here. Everyone, take positions. The rest of the 300
I'm not getting full
seconds
damage,
going
though.
to be pushing them our way. Pick them off while they ford the river.
Destroyed. New target.
See, normally that would have killed that if we were getting full
Hostile
damage, but we're not.
terminated.
But the summoner handles the job.
New target.
More incoming. Detecting long-range weapons on those tanks. We should prioritize them.
Indeed.
Mech's headed your way, Cobalt Star.
Move X.
Aft, finishing them off.
Target.
Got another.
Scorpion. Yeah, Ezra's gonna absolutely feast here. This is exactly what that summoner is equipped to do.
New target.
If you see the giant ball of like blue energy fly through, that's his PPC. That's out of my range.
New hostile detected. Hunchback.
A very beat up Hunchback and a very beat up Zeus. So they got mauled by somebody. Stormcrow's starting to get in on the action.
Target eliminated.
Slightly down
New
here.
hostile detected.
Atlas. Can also throw out the LBXs here, but they're... So the LBXs are weird. LBXs have really good range, but because they scatter like they do, they're like birdshot. They do a lot less concentrated damage at range than they do up close,
Hostile detected. Zeus.
as you can see.
One enemy mech down.
New target. Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Some light guys coming in.
Target destroyed. New target.
Target eliminated.
Target.
Oh, I can shoot down VTOLs finally. Yeah. Liam's taking a little bit of damage. I'm taking a little bit of damage. Not surprising. We're the ones that have to take the most risk as far as weaponry is concerned. We don't have any direct fire with the LRMs like the Summoner does and like the Mad Dog does. We don't even have the range. Well, I have the range, but like my range is that.
New hostile detected. Locus. New target. Incoming missile.
Also, myself, the Hellbringer is, like I said, also very, very
New target.
armored. It's up armored. Like, if anything, I'm gonna take armor off of it when we get the XP to unlock the proper side torso, which should happen. I think probably after this mission, honestly. So we'll see.
Target destroyed.
Go.
New target.
I'm not really sure if I consider these ambushers, but okay.
Enemy destroyed.
I'm just gonna get pop down here real quick. To make use of my pulses and LBXs a little bit more effectively.
Mech destroyed.
There we go. Yeah, I'm the most beat up. Not a surprise.
New
One more.
hostile detected. Panther.
So we got a Panther and a Spider. Two others.
New hostile detected. Vulcan.
Ooh. Can we get a
Engaging target, Star Commander.
get a focus fire on that quick draw? Quick draws are actually fairly scary. They're 60-ton heavy mechs. You can see what I mean by the scatter shot of the LBXs. I'm basically damaging like everything every time I shoot this this quick draw.
Target
There we go.
destroyed. New target.
And
Star
Vulcan
Commander's
next,
target.
thank you. Now we can engage as we wish. Whatever you guys think.
Target destroyed.
Down they go.
Target
Silver 1, Cobalt's theater is clear.
F. We have visual on a regular's forward operating base in the hills across the river. Move quick and raise that base before they know what hit them.
Roger, roger.
Roger, Silver 1. We are on our way.
So we should be deployed in a complete cluster here, which is a fairly large force for clans. Because clans usually bid their forces way, 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 way down for bad shells.
Enemy terminated.
And as a result, you know, you tend to get relatively limited.
I was looking at Comstar's intel for this planet before we left.
I thought you had stopped getting into places you are not supposed to be.
What can I say? Old habits die hard. But it's said that this place is rich in minerals. Perfect for us to set up a mining outfit here.
No wonder ghost bears were trying to outfit us here.
Oh, ghost bears.
Another one down.
Ghost bears are in the invasion corridor right next to us. They are largely fighting the same enemies we are.
target
And then in the other ones, it's Clan Wolf and then J Falcon. If you want to think of it of a left-right progression.
target destroyed.
Enemy eliminated.
There's that blackjack. There he is. What's good, blackjack? There we go.
Destroyed. New target.
Fire starter.
Red down.
The heat efficiency in this thing is just about perfect.
Target. New hostile detected. Assassin.
Cobalt, we are touching down north of your position to assist. Moving in now to engage the enemy.
Acknowledged.
I don't think we've
Good
seen
hunting,
Carlos
Quartz
before.
1.
Ah, Quartz Star. Okay. So Cobalt, Quartz, and I don't know who Artemis is. What Artemis's star is.
Your speed has ensured they have not had time to bring many of their mechs online. They'll all have begun their booting sequence.
3 starts here.
Take out as many of them as you
Ooh,
can
that's a
before they have a chance to
hunchback.
finish.
Hunchbacks are scary for their size. Now this one's a swayback, so it's not nearly as scary. The swayback is when it has a big energy shoulder as opposed to the big, well, the hunch. Got the salt mech here too. Jesus, Battlemaster.
Enemy mech down and out.
New target.
A little far away from me to engage.
Enemy neutralized.
Igor, which I am much more capable of doing now. I have arm weapons that pack a little bit of a punch or the small laser.
Target.
Oops, my
Destroyed.
own guy there. Or who's in the Stormcrow again? That was Mia. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We have a place to be.
Target.
Target down.
Partisan heavy tank. That's pretty scary too. Pretty heavy. still fairly healthy. I'm the most beat up, and you can see my damage profile there.
Target.
Yes.
It's largely fine.
Eliminated a target.
Okay. Looks like they've engaged, damn it. Or turned on, I should say. There you go.
Destroyed.
There we... I thought that would kill it.
New hostile detected.
Destroy that target.
Grasshoppers are fairly tough. They weigh the same as the summoner in our group. 70 tugger. You know, about when things start getting like heavy, I think if I were to put a number on it. And a Wolverine. The thou shall not be named next. There's a whole thing with Clan Wolverine being unmentionable, and as a result, the Wolverine mech, which we call a Conjure, is also kind of foreboding.
Our victory is so
There we go.
close. Just a few more and we will have their base.
I'm still the most damage, and I'm fairly okay.
We've got them right where we want them.
Got a couple of mechs that are still
This is it. The final push.
not activated. Like that Hachimuchi. That's the assault mech.
This is unfair.
You accepted Arbitral. This is the fight you agreed to.
I mean, it's still a little rude, to be fair.
Enemy down. Mech terminated.
There we go.
Target. Incoming missile.
Don't use the LBXs on the vehicle. I do need to get myself into some cover, though. I need to play a little bit like a biatch here. Awesome.
Mech down.
Good kill, Liam.
Silver 1, forward operating base pacified. Cobalt holding for orders.
This will reflect well in your codex. Now, we are showing the 10th Alshin withdrawing to the mountains, just as I anticipated. Cobalt, patch yourselves up, then prep for immediate redeployment. We have them on the run. We will bring a clean end to this fight.
Oh, but I wanted to kill the awesome. Weird. Normally they don't let you evac while there's still active enemies on the field. Continue. Who was the hero of the mission? Oh, Ty. It was me and Liam. Okay. Claim. There we go. Ooh! Timber! Timberwolf. Timberwolf. I love the Timberwolf. The Timberwolf is... people say it's like it's overrated. It's all these things, and you know what? Not entirely incorrect. I'm not gonna lie. But I am always here for Le Timberwolf. I am very much always gonna be here for this. Where? Oh, it's Marketplace. Right. I always forget. We can unlock the Timberwolf. Thank you. Omni-Mech. It is very strong, very powerful. Very big on it. They also added the Fire Moth Mechwarrior online, which is nice. Okay. Let's go back to mech base. Alright, so what do we get for this Timberwolf here? We get double machine guns in the torso. We get ER large laser, ER medium lasers, and a medium pulse laser, as well as 20 LRM 20s. Thank you. I will take this one. We will upgrade that to my mech. Also, how's my Mad Dog doing as far as repairs are concerned? Everyone good? Everyone appears good. Okay. So yeah, I do like you. One moment here. Can we do the torso upgrade? I want the one with 2 missile hardpoints. It's this one here. 150 to unlock it. Yeah. I could also do the laser ones, I guess, but no, we'll do this one. And I do have enough, so let's grab that. Okay. Okay, I want you. Install, please. Okay, back to overview. How are we for weight here? Oh, we're good on weight, actually. Okay, what's the ammo like? We got 2 tons of ammo. I still would like more. I think I would like to put more armor into it than more ammo. Yeah, let's put a... Yeah, it's missile and general spot. Come on. I should be able to put... Forget how to do this. I have to scroll somehow. Don't know if I really want the Artemis, to be honest. Oh, there it is. Found it. I was being a dumbass. So I have a full... Yeah, I can do a full standard armor pod. Thank you. Back to overview. That puts me up to 51 and 23. That's much better. We want that armor. We want that armor. We don't need like a ton of armor, but we do want that armor. How are we on heat efficiency? Cooling is quite bad. Okay, what I'm going to do is... Instead of the full ton, we'll go with a half ton of armor. And we're going to do the same thing on this side here. So, half ton, please. Where's the half ton? There it is. And that will leave me with enough room to add another heatsink. There we go. Still does not have great cooling. We'll be honest on that. Okay, hang on. Let's go harder here. So we're gonna go, instead of pulse lasers, let's do ER medium. It gives it a little bit more range, which is not a bad idea, in my opinion. And similarly, we can do it here. ER medium. Leave it as pulses in the torso. And then we have room. Do we have room? Might not have room. For another heatsink. In the arms. There we go. There, that's much better cooling. I should really change this. Should really probably change this, but we can get rid of this loadout here. Confirmed. Here we go. Okay. Oh, hang on. That didn't actually get saved. Okay. Boop. I fucked up. Okay. So select Omnipod. This one. Install stripped. Thank you. Back to overview. Strip the mech. Okay. So here. You are going to be an ER medium laser. You are also going to be an ER medium laser. You are going to be 3 pulse laser. Medium pulse. Medium pulse. Medium pulse. And the ECM, of course. And then here. To probably not Artemis, actually. I'll probably just go with standard streak missiles. There we go. Streak. Streak. And then 2 tons of ammo would be good. Yeah, it's 300 rounds of ammo. That'll do nicely, I think. Okay. Then we're going to go with a full ton of armor here. Probably, honestly, nothing else. AMS. We'll put the AMS ammo in here. Okay. And then after this, it's basically just heat sinks. And armor. So we'll get a heat sink in there. Heat sink in here. How are we doing for cooling? Not terrible. I also do want a half ton of armor in both side torsos. Do I want more? I don't know. I still want more cooling because I remember what the base cooling on this was, and it was terrible. We'll go with that. It was terrible. It was not effective. And down here we also want a full ton of armor in both legs. Thank you. There we go. So armor's still a little bit lower. That's fine. What do we got? 62, 62. 20. We can add a little bit more to the arms in terms of armor. Let's go with a half ton of armor in each arm as well. Oops, that's a quarter ton. I want a half ton. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, 38. That's better. And I have 2 tons left over still. So armor's the only thing I can do there. Armor's the only thing I can do there. Armor is not even an option there. I could do more armor on the legs. I can't... The only place I could fit a heat sink would be the arms. And I think we're okay as far as that's concerned. So let's add another... Let's upgrade these to a ton of armor. As opposed to half ton. There we go. That puts us at 51. Yeah, that's good. That's good armor on the sides. And then... Yeah, we can upgrade the arms to be a full ton of armor as well. And that will be 65 tons. The arms actually have more armor than the side torsos. That's a little bit weird. But, there you go. Hellbringer, SSRM. I'll just go SSRM plus medium lasers. Confirm. Apply loadout. Confirmed. Will that be ready for the next mission, or do I need to swap it out? Looks like it'll be ready. Yeah, ready to go. Alright. Mission Central. Let's go.
Cobalt, listen up. The 10th Alshian regulars may be battered
I
and
am
beaten,
sniffling.
but they
Quite
have
bad.
yet to issue an official surrender. As I anticipated, they appear to be executing a tactical withdrawal into a region known as the Dragon's Rift Mountains. The tight mountainous terrain has made long-range scanning impossible, but aerial flyovers are picking up numerous fusion reactor signatures. It appears the bulk of the regulars' remaining forces are proceeding right into the mouth of our trap. My command trinary will be waiting to greet them.
What do you command, Star Colonel?
Now that we have secured the hardcore plains, I want you to swing wide of our position and help us box the remaining Alshin regulars in. While I am leading the attack against the bulk of the Alshin forces, I need you to approach from the northwest point and clear out any rear guard that may be in place. Then link up with us at a designated rally point. We must disrupt these delaying actions, or the fighting will never cease.
AF, we will deploy immediately.
Good. Do not let me down, Star Commander.
Alrighty. 330 tons is our allowed drop weight, which means we can bring the full party bus. Actually, we could theoretically, hang on, we could actually bring the Mad Dog for Mia. What was Mia's abilities again? Heat management, ballistic cooldown. Oh yeah, I didn't spend this this upgrade either. So yeah, let's get more ballistic cooldown with you. Confirm. She has the affinity for the Stormcrow. Is the only thing that really would be the problem here. Would be like less than efficient. Mad Dog. Missile spread. I don't have enough. I don't have enough, so keep saving up. Yeah, I don't have enough for anything actually. Okay, Ezra. Energy cooldown would be good. Ballistic cooldown would be fine. Jaden. For one thing, we're adding a Timberwolf to our affinity here. Energy range, missile cooldown, ballistic cooldown. Ballistic cooldown does me no good right now. I don't melee enough, so we'll just skip. And for Liam, I'd like to do lock-on time. Yeah. And missile cooldown. Alright. Ready to go. We'll leave her in the Stormcrow. Technically, we're leaving us with like a little bit less than we need, or a little bit less than we're allowed for dropping. But she has the affinity with the Stormcrow. She does not with the Mad Dog, which makes all of her abilities much more effective. Not much more effective, but like a little bit more effective. And sorry for the sniffles.
Flight ups, Condor 117. Low-vis instrument approach to the LZ.
Copy 1-7. LZ is clear of hostiles, so drop at your discretion.
Here we
F,
go.
our discretion. 117.
Timberwolf debut.
Cobalt Star is on site, Star Colonel. Proceeding.
All right, so Want the large lasers on their own thing. Medium lasers, including the pulse laser, will be here. LRMs. And I honestly probably just gonna get rid of the machine guns if I'm being entirely honest. They don't really serve a purpose.
Long nav route.
Ath, my forces have already engaged the regular units. Be advised, their numbers are greater than we could have anticipated. They are weaponizing the tight terrain to negate our tech's range advantages.
Solid copy.
Yeah, clan mechs usually have greater range than their inner sphere counterparts, so...
Screaming for their main force. Let them have it.
The Sarats have the high ground on us.
New target.
Stay mobile, or none of us will make it out of this in one piece.
Don't.
We need to take out the L-arm carriers. Get in close if you can. The missiles have to arm mid-flight.
Yeah, I hate these fuckers.
Target.
Steppy, steppy.
One down.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
New hostile
Catapult.
Panther.
Panther.
New target.
One enemy mech down.
Finish one off.
Target destroyed. Heat critical.
She's a little hot.
New target.
Watch out. More regulars hitting the field.
I probably will ditch
Stay
the
on
pulse
them.
laser
Do not let them get away
for another
from you.
medium laser, basically. Just for simplicity of ranging.
Vulcan.
I do like machine guns, to be clear. It's just putting them on a heavy mech with so many different weapon ranges means that I exceed my usual 4 weapon groups that I like. And the reason I like 4 weapon groups is because you have 4 buttons on your mouse. After that, you're into keyboard buttons.
Yes, eliminated a target.
Good kill, good kill. Thunderbolt. Thundy. Are you gonna come? Yup. Don't fall. Thank you. I do like the LRM graphics in this game. Very cool.
One enemy mech down.
Okay, we're good.
Regulars down.
Keep rolling.
Check your tactical map and keep moving, Cobalt 1. Hostiles keep pouring in. Wipe out all the regular forces on your way to the rally point. We need to box them in and crush them.
Af.
Roger.
Supposedly, these regulars' nickname is Death Before Retreat.
Why does like every
best to live up to it.
commander I have in this game have like a serious not cool under firepower aspect?
Star Captain Gabriel, sit rep.
We're taking heavy fire in our position. Requesting support.
Stormcrow in my way.
Cobalt 1, move in and provide Silver
Stormcrow,
6 with
please
fire support
move.
immediately.
Can you move,
No
please?
unnecessary losses today.
Af, Star Colonel.
Get the job done.
New hostile detected. Orion. Missile.
The other possibility would be, what did I think about doing a multi-large laser build? Like a double on both arms,
Mech destroyed.
plus LRMs. That could be intriguing. I have no idea if I would have like the slots for it though. We'd have to see.
Target destroyed. Target. Target destroyed.
Thank you.
New target.
Partisan, partisan. I think only the arms get at him right now. Rush! Another Timpy.
Got one.
Target destroyed.
And finally, the grasshopper. How we doing? How we doing? We're doing okay. We're in the 90s. We're at a mostly heavy lance at this point. The only one that's not is the Stormcrow.
Who are you monsters?
As I said before, we are Smoke Jaguar. We lay claim to this world, and we will have it.
No. I already lost my home to Razzlehawk in filth once. I will not lose this one.
Well, we are not Razzlehawk. We're much more equipped than Razzlehawk.
Enemy eliminated.
Yeah, the heat's a bit much, but it's manageable.
Destroyed. Target.
But at the very least, I will ditch the,
Target.
I'm at the very least going to ditch the machine guns. I don't use them enough.
Got an enemy mech.
Okay, let's keep going. How
Their
we
mechs are
doing? How
not
we
holding
doing?
out
Oh,
against us.
yeah, sure,
Easy
sure.
marks. Cobalt 1, my command star is now engaged. Move it.
Yeah, I'll fix myself up and we're gonna
Still
go.
advancing to the rally point.
These Surats refuse to roll over.
They may be from the inner sphere, but they are still Mechwarriors.
Yeah, I think that repair bay only was good for one use.
Detecting
All right.
hostile activity up ahead.
Stay sharp, Cobalt 1. They have forces attempting to target your flanks.
You.
Enemy down.
Closing in on rally point, Star Colonel. Star Colonel Wimmer? Do you read me?
Silver One took a heavy autocannon hit. She is showing operational, but I cannot hail her on the command channel. Form up on her position and defend her from these barbarians.
Star Captain.
We're so disrespectful to the inner sphere. So very disrespectful. Just giving missiles until we get some heat dissipated. There we go. Let's keep moving. Especially when I have LRMs just to throw out. I'm running a little bit low on them. We're down to 60. Could also probably reduce that a little bit for a little bit more heat efficiency as well.
Enemy terminated.
There we go. Warhawk. I don't think I've seen a Warhawk yet in this game. Not the most useful of,
Units, keep up the fight. Do not give these demons an inch.
not the most useful of, assault mechs. Like I just think it's just like in a kind of shitty spot in terms of tonnage. There it is. We'll use a blast of the LRMs. rethink the LRM portion of the build as well.
They are down.
Ooh, Banshee.
Another one down.
Now let's get through that armor to the gooey center.
No escape from them now.
Dead. Looks like.
Target down.
Okay, Hunchback. See, that's the Hunchback you're terrified of. The one with the AC-20. AC-20 will rip you up from pretty much... Like, if he were to hit me right now, it would be an emotional moment. Try to keep some range. There it is, Burst Fire. The trade-off for the AC-20 is, of course, that it's very, very little ammo. One.
Down they go.
And two,
Listen, there are offline repair bays here. We have yet to secure the codes for them. One of these Surats might have them.
Might be worth scanning some of the down regulars. Their officers may carry codes for them.
let's have a look. Where's that Banshee? That feels like an officer mech. I don't think we ever figured out which one was Zimmer's mech. It's probably his. Happening here? Not seeing what I need to hack. If you just aim at the mechs, the fallen mechs, there's the Banshee I was talking about. It does not give me the option to hack them. Unless I went into scan mode too early. Oh, there we go. I just went into scan mode too early.
I got something.
There we
Might
go.
be able to get those repair bays up and running.
Thank you. Mia, if you wouldn't mind using the repair bay. Are the most damaged.
Order received.
Get your Stormcrow all fixed up. go. And then if we can use it again, I'll use it. There's use remaining 0. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a second one somewhere. Okay, I can repair myself as well.
Got another.
The other 3 are fine.
They just keep coming.
My overly aggressive style doesn't really suit things. Oh, also I get missiles again off that. Yes. Give me my LRMs back. Although getting out of here is destructive. Do not make mechs walk around in tight circles. It's a bad plan. You're not nimble. Zeus, assault mech, and a stalker assault mech. Alright, we'll deal with the Zeus. Actually, I'm just going to deal with the stalker. I'm going to bomb with LRMs. Gotta remember, I have these again. If I don't destroy Mia in the process. That'd be nice. Sorry, Mia. There we go. And then kind of everyone went after the stalker was the problem. I meant for me to take that. Oh, Atlas. Atlas.
Not so fast, Cole.
Big boy.
My star is picking up movement. We have hostiles closing in.
Big boys! Oh! Warhammer, a pair of Warhammers and a Marauder 2 by the looks of it.
Cobalt, weapons free.
These are big boys. Where are they? That's Whipper there. I believe. That's the Warhawk.
Enemy neutralized.
There we go. First Warhammer coming around the bend. Kind of waste to take out a Scorpion with those, but still. Wimmer is not making it easy to defend her. She's just heading in. Of course, we haven't established that there's anything wrong with her mech outside of communications. Yeah, it is a Marauder 2. Ooh. I didn't think that existed at this point. I thought that was a... I need to go look that up. I, for some reason, thought the Marauder 2 did not yet exist in this part of the lore. Also, our Stormcrow is taking a bit of a beating there. Warhammers hit fairly hard for their size, so I'm trying to take this baby out. His leg's gone. You can, in fact, destroy... Oh, shit. Maximum heat. Alright, machine guns only for a little bit. You can destroy an enemy mech by just taking out its legs. That is a 100-tonner, as is the Atlas, which is not good for us, that's for sure. far bigger than anything we've got. Deployed.
You have fought well, Freeborn.
Got it.
But you are finished.
Who the hell are you, Gabriel?
All regulars stand down. Cease fire and stand down. Smoke Jaguar, we surrender.
A wise choice. Intelligence to match your bravery. But your forces were overmatched.
Yeah.
Cobalt 1, our work here is done. Elementals will round up the All-Shane regulars. Return to the Ixchel and await orders from the Star Colonel. She will prep your next assignment.
Alright. Well, we'll wrap this one up and then we're done for the day. And I'm going to aim to have something ready for next time. Leave in the comments what you want to see put on the Timberwolf as far as weaponry is concerned, because that could be a fun time. And wow, yeah, no, I dominated as far as the XP is concerned. Claim. Okay. Oh, we get a little. The
10th Alshan regulars have surrendered, though the rest of the planetary militia refuses to stand down.
I do not understand. I thought the common people would be glad to be rid of their Kurtan overlords.
Nope.
They are afraid. Afraid they will meet a similar fate to the people of Edo.
I am not Cardera Perez, and he is not here. Galaxy Commander Dieter has taken Perez with him to invade Wolcott on a very short leash.
Irrelevant, Star Colonel. News of your unit's involvement in the massacre has followed you here. They fear a similar fate.
What would you suggest to ease these fears?
Make bondsmen out of those captured from the 10th Al-Shain. Have them be ambassadors on your behalf.
It does not work like that, Demi-Presenter. Bondsmen must be claimed in the heat of combat. And no such claims came from our battle with the Alshan regulars.
Star Colonel, if I may. We might have someone better. My bondsman Yuichi was claimed on Turtle Bay. He could speak on our behalf.
Good idea.
Very well. I will take direct charge of Yuichi. He will assist Demi-Presenter Akari and I with the local populace.
That still leaves us with the issue of the planetary militia.
Indeed, it does. The 362nd now has two major objectives. One, secure high-value assets throughout the system. Two, destroy all partisan opposition. If Turtle Bay taught us anything at all, we must be on guard for more than just planetary militia after what their Yugawa did. I will evaluate our high-priority targets and prepare our mission briefs. Star Commander Jaden, take time to prep your star for redeployment. Once we have our targets, we will need to move fast to secure them.
It will be done, Star Colonel.
Alright, well, let's spend some XP and finish things off here in the barracks. So we have Liam and his Hellbringer. Full electronic is handled. We're going to go with more missile cooldown as a investment. And for myself, don't really know, honestly. Mostly because I don't know what I'm going to be. I'm just going to save up for the next evasion thing, honestly. We'll just save up on that one. And for the Summoner Pilot Ezra, we have... Could go... Well, honestly, can't afford Jack, so... Irrelevant question. And for Naomi, in her Mad Dog missile boat, we're just going to keep upgrading the missile capability, which we do not have enough XP for, so skip. And then for you, honestly, what I would like is to reset the affinities. So I'm going to save up for that. We'll probably keep the Stormcrow, but we'll get rid of the Shadowcat for a Mad Dog. will probably be the answer on that matter. And then the only other thing I can think of that we're going to be doing a bit is the loadout of this Timberwolf. I like the core options here in general. I think it's fine. I don't think I'm going to change the Omnibots, but I'm probably going to downsize these missile launchers from LRM-20s to something else. Get rid of the machine guns, and that way we can carry more missiles. I'll also probably swap out the pulse laser that is in the... There it is. Left torso for a medium laser. Just to give myself like the full-on medium laser brain. Why are you doing this to me? Synergy. Because right now it's medium, and pulse. And instead it'll be 3 mediums. That'll be the plan on that matter. And then otherwise, not much to talk about. Again, a little bit more missiles, a little bit less on the barrage. Get rid of the machine guns. Probably add a little bit of armor. I don't even know if I need armor. Like 81, 62, 60, 50. Yeah, the armor is actually quite good. Maybe a little bit more cooling. Maybe. And that'll be probably about it. And yeah, that's actually hang on. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Okay. So, step 1. Get rid of these. Okay. So, missile launchers, let's go to 15s. Same here. Okay. And the energy slot is going to be an ER medium. Thank you. Okay. And then get rid of the clan machine gun here. Okay. So then, like I said, we want some LRM ammo, obviously. So let's grab 1 heatsink, 1 ton of LRM ammo. Back to overview. Over here, we do heatsink, 1 ton of LRM ammo, 270 rounds. That's not too bad. And then we can have a ton of LRM ammo in here as well. What does that put us up? 2.5 tons left over. We could do a second double heatsink here. And here. And then we do a 1/2 ton of LRM ammo. There we go. More ammo and cooler. Not really a worry about K-bills, so we'll do that. And that'll be a little bit of a better, I think, little better. 3 ER mediums, 2 ER large, and then the LRM 30 barrage instead of the LRM 40 barrage. So gets me a little bit more cooling efficiency and a little bit more just kind of logistic superiority because I'll have enough missiles to hopefully fire without having to reload the entire mech. Alright, we'll finish it off there. I'll see you probably tomorrow, depending on how things go. I'm not making any promises because the universe seems to be absolutely against me doing this series. But there you go. Have a good one. Tune in next time.